We will now try to break down the elements of this 30-year period to arrive at a conclusion regarding the papal election of Cardinal Giuseppe Siri. On the evening of Sunday, October 26th, at the 1958 conclave, an unambiguous 5-minute signal indicated that a pope had been chosen. We are supposed to believe that this was a mistake, that men who operated this level in the church hierarchy could make a blunder of this magnitude in a straightforward and simple procedure. Angelo Roncalli, who became pope 2 days after this event, upon his election, put the church on a well-designed long-range plan to destruction. Again, we are supposed to believe that this was done by mistake. Moreover, as we covered in Part 3, there are several people who knew that Cardinal Roncalli would become pope before the 1958 conclave, which shows that the whole thing was planned long in advance. In light of this, it isn't hard to conclude that the white smoke of Sunday evening was intended as such, and that the true pope was elected that night. So, who was it? There are two separate individuals, one with a background in intelligence, the other a Jesuit and formal papal advisor, who were on record saying it was Cardinal Siri who was elected pope at this conclave. There is also Cardinal Siri's indirect admission on 2 occasions that he was elected pope. In addition, Cardinal Siri's success at the next 3 conclaves, his adherence to church traditions of the last 2,000 years, and his published remarks that he would condemn Vatican II indicate that it was indeed Cardinal Siri who was elected, as opposed to any other candidate. Furthermore, it is important to note that the white smoke is never released unless the candidate has previously accepted the office, has taken his papal name, and has begun to receive the obeisances of the cardinals there present. This means that once a man has been elected, the only way he cannot be a pope is if he goes through a very formal, public resignation of his office, or dies. If after his election, he is then threatened or otherwise coerced into attempting to resign his office, that resignation is absolutely null and void, and he remains the true pope. Thus, beyond a reasonable doubt, Cardinal Siri was the man elected pope on Sunday, October 26, 1958, and remained pope until his death on May 2, 1989. And this concludes the presentation on Cardinal Giuseppe Siri. Perhaps more will come to light as more people learn about these events. Perhaps one day it will be recognized universally that Cardinal Siri was in fact the true pope, and the last 5 popes and all their innovations and heresies will be thoroughly condemned forever.